Alright, this one should be interesting too. G-spot is a lie. All you've known about female G-spot is a lie. We don't even know what is true anymore, boys. We should just give up. That's what I've been saying. We should just give up on this. On this information, we just give up. Let's focus on yourself, king. You know? If you're making love to your girl, just focus on yourself, king. Don't care about it anymore. Don't try to find out what makes her calm or not, orgasm, stuff like that. No, just focus on yourself. Forget about everything else. Alright, let's see. Alright, well, who's on
true that there's certain...
Alright. Why am I... What is this? 1994. 1080. Right? Who watches videos and... Yeah.
True that there's certain women who will never experience an orgasm, and for that matter, men who are with their women who don't necessarily have an orgasm shouldn't feel so bad.
That's a strange and interesting question. One, men should not feel so bad.
That's why that's what I've been saying. Don't care whether she has orgasm or not. All right. I'm
There are as many
gonna start calling it OG.
ways to please
I don't want to scream. You wanna start screaming my name? William, what are you saying about? Nah, I don't want that.
a woman as there
OG.
are women. Think about how we are taught or told to find the G-spot. Most people will tell you to go in about an inch. Great.
I don't remember God designing dicks like this, bro. Like this? I don't remember God designing dicks like that, bro.
So today we have a couple of questions we'd like to answer, and lots of men have been in
You
my
just said what?
DMs and all over the place, really
Okay.
trying to find out better ways to please a woman. One of the most common questions I get is if the G-spot is even real, and if it is, how can they find it to give the women
The G-spot is a myth.
in their lives the best orgasms ever. Today I'm joined on my channel by a nurse practitioner. Her name is Lily Harmon. Lily, so good to see you. Thank you so much for making time today.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Awesome. So you're going to be answering all the questions, hopefully, that men
I just
out
hope when I'm
there have.
eating, it's not.
But
Shut the fuck up, Jessica. I'm still talking. I just hope when I'm eating, it's not annoying because my mic is here. That's what I hope it's not.
let's talk about pleasing women to start with, yeah? Good place to start.
That's always a good place to start. I always tell people, don't ask how to please a woman. Ask
Wait. As we were watching this other video and Jessica was saying we must ask them, now we've been told not to ask. That's what I've been saying, guys. Don't take advice from these videos from women. That's what I'm saying. Dating advice, don't take dating advice, or I don't want to say, man, I don't want YouTube to remove my video. Don't take dating advice and intercourse advice from women. That's what I've been saying. Don't. Because once she's gonna say this, and the other one's gonna say this one's gonna say this, the other one's gonna say this.
ask how to please your woman, because it's easier for your woman to tell you about her body
Okay, maybe I rushed to answer this question. Alright, chill. Okay. Jesus.
or you to learn and discover her body than to just show up and think that you're just gonna do the same thing to please every woman you ever meet.
Right.
So how do you please your woman?
Okay.
Or let the woman tell you how to please her.
Right.
First thought.
I mean, it makes sense because every woman's different.
Every
Right.
woman is different. There are
Bro. These people want us to look. Let's say it's a first date. You met this chick on Instagram or Facebook. She's here. First day. First day, she's here. You're trying to smash her. So you have to sit down with her. Ask her, bro, what do you want me to do? What do you like? What you don't like? That is the most cringiest talk ever. Cringiest talk ever, bro. Don't do that.
there are as many ways to please a woman as there are women. You are you. You're an individual. So how, one, learn about
She's gonna think you're a creep. Don't do that. Come on. You will learn. I mean, you can ask her what she likes. Obviously, things that she doesn't like, you obviously gonna learn over time. But don't sit there and ask her first day after meeting her. No, just do what you know. That's it.
your own body. Learn how to please yourself so you can tell that to your mate, and he
I bet none of
then
them
knows how to please.
I bet none of their boyfriends or men asked them on the first date or the first time they fucked whether they like, what they don't like. I bet it didn't even happen to them. You know what I hate? I hate people who give advice that they don't even do. I don't know how to put it. People like to give advice for things that they don't even do themselves. That's the best way to do it, to say it. Yeah.
It's you.
Right.
That is power.
That is power. All right. So let's jump into the topic.
Let's do it.
Really, does the G spot exist? Now, I've been
No, it doesn't exist. It's a myth. Our fathers and our forefathers, since the beginning of time, 4.5 billion years on this planet, they haven't found it.
torn. I mean, just doing a bit of research before we got into this video. Some people say it does, others say it doesn't. So, what are we talking about here?
Researchers from the Journal of Sexual Medicine conducted the largest post-mortem research of women's bodies ever, where they dissected, like they literally went in search of the G-spot.
Okay.
Dissected the most bodies ever.
What? Who does that? This is weird, bro. What they do, they took a bunch of women and tried to find the G-spot. Literally? That is weird. First of all, that experiment is weird. That is just weird. They shouldn't do that. That's why are they objectifying women? No, why are they doing that?
Of already people
I don't even think this is true.
who donated their bodies to science.
Oh, people who died and donated their body to science. How? That is stupid. Number one, that is stupid. Reason why? Let me stop talking. Let me finish eating and let's watch a little
To
bit. 'Cause I know
find
it's getting
this
annoying.
claimed bundle of cells that go to make the G-spot. As of October of 2022,
Ooh, that's just a couple of months ago.
yes,
Okay.
we still have no real proof that it exists. However, if you think about
Did you hear what she says? Up until 2023, it has not been proven that the G spot exists. Guys, stop looking for something that doesn't exist. For 4.5 billion years, they haven't still found the fucking G spot, bro. It doesn't exist.
how we are taught or told to find the G-spot. Most people will tell you to go in about an inch into the vaginal canal and make sure the front of your finger faces the belly button. So if the woman is on her back, you go in this way. They claim you stroke this way and
Like as
you'll
if to say,
feel
come here.
do the come hither move. Now, if you think about the way our body is, in that same area that you're knocking against sits our bladder. The urinary bladder
Right.
is right there. Think about that feeling, and maybe this is the part you want the kids to leave the room. But you know that
Are there kids in here? No, there's no fucking kids. Alright, we're good. We're good.
feeling when it's like you gotta pee. It's almost that same feeling as when you're about to have an orgasm, if you're that kind of orgasm person. So if there's urine in the bladder and somebody's doing that move, between that and the brain sensation and just the whole intimacy, the atmosphere, you will feel something. You,
Right.
the person being
Stimulated.
stimulated, will feel something. So that is a concept that is real. We know that. As far as is there a bundle of cells that swells, or as of now, there is no real proof.
That's quite interesting because for years, a lot of sexual literature has talked about the G spot and where it is.
A
And
lot
how-
of people have made money from that.
Well, yeah. So what are we saying? Like it's totally impossible right now for women to have really good orgasms because there's nothing like the G spot.
Yes. 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 And yes.
You say that because you're assuming that's the only way to have a really good orgasm, and it is not.
Do tell.
There are multiple ways of having really good orgasms, and the more adventurous you are with
Yeah, she
your
starts with another one.
sexual partner, the more you will discover not just about your own body, but about their body and how you respond to them and what they can do for you. It's the human body is an amazing thing. I have found
No, 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 no. They don't do not bring guys in this conversation. The female body is such a complicated thing. Yes, we agree. Don't say the human body. Guys, we are very simple. Very simple. In, out, job done. Say the female body. Don't say our body. No, no, no. She mustn't make us part of the problem. We are not part of the problem.
man who was paralyzed from the waist down. The thing with the body, when certain parts shut down, other parts tend to pick up the slack and do the job. So, some way, somehow, he is able to, when you stroke his thumb or any part of his finger, have become that sensitive area for him. And so I see the look on your face.
Wait.
That is how amazing the human
Hold
body
up,
is. That's
hold up,
why
hold
I
up,
do this
hold
job.
up, hold up. Backtrack.
The human body is amazing.
You're saying when you stroke his thumb or some part of his hands or
Yeah.
fingers, he feels the same sensation
he feels the
as
exact same sensation.
How do you know? How do they know? Just because he said so. Just because he said so. Look, I'm gonna be honest. Let's say God forbidden I no. What did they say? How did they say? God forbidden I got in the accident and then I lose my legs. Because that's what they're trying to say. Yeah. I lose my legs, right? And then for some reason when girls start holding my hands, I'm gonna start getting erection, start getting horny. I think that's what they're saying, yeah. And technically that's because of no. Let me be honest. If I lose my legs, obviously I won't get the same amount of bitches that I used to get. That's a fact. If I lose my legs, I'm not gonna get the same amount of bitches that I used to get. It's gonna go to 1% of the bitches I used to get, right? So that's only one time when a bitch is gonna hold my hand. Obviously, I'm gonna get horny. Obviously, there's nothing with veins changing or sensational changing. It has nothing to do with it. I don't think so. At least that's what I think. I'm speaking logic here. How do they know if this is true? Just because he said so? No. The guy doesn't have legs anymore, so he doesn't get the same amount of bitches he used to get. That is why when a bitch hold her hand, he gets the same feeling like whatever.
And he climaxes after a while.
Duh. What do you think it's wet dreams? What do they think it's wet dreams? Duh. Jesus Christ.
So the human
Right.
body, don't limit. We limit ourselves and then we go on to make people feel miserable because they don't feel or think or see what we see. We limit ourselves. We need to stop that foolishness.
So a lot of people, I mean, prior to this conversation, I guess, like a lot of people are probably thinking or were thinking that the G-spot and the clitoris were the same thing.
No, very
I mean,
different.
tell me.
Now, the clitoris, there's some proof about, here's an organ that is full of nerve endings. We know that for a fact because it's been dissected and it's like, oh, there's the nerves. That there's a reason that part of the woman's body is so super sensitive. When we're all fetuses, we all start with essentially smoothness, and then it starts to grow out. The girl stops right there and the boy keeps growing. The clitoris is equivalent to the part of the man's penis that we call the glans penis.
What's that?
That's the tip of the penis.
Right.
So that's the same part. So what that feels like is what the clitoris feels
Wait.
like.
Girls have dicks? So the clitoris, the clitoris, whatever they say, it's technically a dick. There's so much things I don't know, man. There's so much things I don't know.
Like the clitoris can be, now that is one that does swell. It's not like a huge swelling, but blood rushes to that area to increase sensitivity when someone is sexually aroused.
Right.
And then depending on what you do with it or to it, you get to climax.
I have a question. So, is it true that there are certain women who will never experience an orgasm, and for that matter, men who are with their women who don't necessarily have an orgasm shouldn't feel so bad?
That's a strange and interesting question. One, men should not feel so bad.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what I've been saying all along. Don't. Don't make us feel bad. Don't even try to teach us. It's all the girl's fault. If she doesn't come, she doesn't come. That's not. She doesn't experience orgasm. She doesn't experience orgasm. That's not our problem. That's her.
That you couldn't give your woman orgasm. Two, not because, so it's not your fault. If you, it's not your fault that your woman
Thank
can't have an
you.
orgasm. It's not something you do or are doing. Two,
Oh my god, this video is feeding my ego. It's reviving my self-esteem, bro.
has the woman gotten to know her body? Does she even know what she's reaching for, how it's supposed to feel? What I find
How will they know their body if they don't even know what they want to eat? Do you want to make a girl freeze, like to lose her mind, to freeze? Like, I don't know how to make a girl. It's like, when they say, when Andrew Tate says the Matrix. I'm telling you, bro. She's speaking about the girls, bro. Cause if you ask them what they want to eat, bro, they start freezing. It's like, oh my god, bro. So how is she? How is girls supposed to know their body when they don't even know what to eat?
find with a lot of my clients, my patients, is that they don't even know their own body. Sexuality was forced on them. Some of them were just literally dragged into sexual activity in the most horrific way. So they're kind of paralyzed and waiting for something to happen that the books and the movies talk about that will never happen for them.
The problem is that is why 50 Shades of Grey, the book, it was bought by so much women. That's why it's so popular, because women live in their own fantasy. That's the great thing about them. It's the special and it's the bad thing about them, because they live in their own fantasy, bro.
So one, does she know her body? A woman that knows her body is pretty powerful. She can lead her man to the shores of ecstasy, beyond ecstasy. I had one of my clinical psychologist friends once tell me, sex is a take and take. It's not a give and take.
Now that's a new one.
Because the only way, because you know your body, so you take that pleasure, what gives you pleasure, just the same way as he's taking what gives him pleasure,
Okay.
and together you have pleasure.
Right. So how would you say, and I don't know whether this would be from a clinical point of view, but how would you say will be the best way for men to approach sex with women, i.e., in a bid to try to give them the best experience ever?
I would say, one, you need to know, does the woman even know how her body attains pleasure?
The
Because if
fuck?
she doesn't, then you're coming in for
This is the most unrealistic answer ever. What are you gonna do? That's what I've been saying. Are you gonna do? First day you meet a chick, first day she comes over for the night at your place. What are you gonna do? Sit there, question her, what she knows about her body, what she likes and she doesn't like? That's creepy, bro. The fuck no. Fuck no. This is the most unrealistic answer ever. No.
from zero.
Just go in and you find out.
You could learn to discover it together, and that'll be a slow journey. That's a whole other topic. If you want to talk to me, you can. Or if the woman already knows her body, sit down, talk it through, or experience it. Sit together, touch, feel. Know that sex is not always intercourse. There is sexual pleasure derived from multiple things that you can do, a lot of which does not even.
No, you guys don't even know what to eat. You wanna take advice from me? Come on. Nah. Take advice. Nah. I'm gonna Google this video. 10 mistakes that women. I'm gonna. Oh my god. What did we learn today? What we learned is that the G spot is a myth. That's what we learned. That's the title of this video. The G spot is a myth.